Book Bentos is an activity that can be used across many different levels. In this example, it was used in a middle school classroom. I had been following a group on Instagram called Book Bentos, and it was designed after the idea of the bento box, which is a Japanese that's organized into little individual spaces so that each of the foods can sort of have their own focus. In the book Bentos, it was elements of story that was used to create an aesthetic in photography, the box sort of being the photograph itself. So, along with a group of other literacy teachers, we began looking at the Everyone Can Create curriculum and how we could take that and apply it to what we were teaching. I developed the book bento activity based on what I had seen on Instagram, but made it more related to my students. The students needed to find various elements of story, mood, tone, setting, characters, conflict, and represent that symbolically within the photograph. Students really enjoyed setting up our photo studio. They really thought about light and how it helped to create mood and tone. They thought about the symbols and how that they were to represent characters not simply by having a person represent them, but something. And it's very hard for middle schoolers to think abstractly, so this was a good activity to help them sort of push their own thinking while also showing what they understood about elements of the story they were reading. Ultimately, it became important for the students to share these images. Once they had created them, they really wanted an authentic audience. That's where Instagram came in. While these students are too young to have their own Instagram accounts, we were able to establish one as a classroom with me having all of the contact information. This way, students were monitored, but we're also able to share with the rest of the world. One of the really cool side effects of this project was the connection that the students ended up having with the authors of the books that they were reading. Hashtagging an author in Instagram got them many likes from people they never dreamed of acknowledging their work. So that was a pretty exciting time when all of those likes started to come in, and it sort of created this success breeds success where students wanted to do different stories